What's up, people? It's your boy OT and welcome to Storytime. The whole point of researching universities and writing yourself a banging personal statement is to land yourself an interview so these guys can see the man behind these words. There is usually a healthy gap between the time you get an invitation for the interview and the day of the interview itself. Between euphoria and disbelief, you'll come to the realization that you need to prepare for it. Though I do know a couple of people that did wing it and they got through. But the funny thing is, these guys are the chosen ones. And you could be a chosen one, but would it not suck if your gamble doesn't pay off? So little advice, prepare for it. Just like Red Bull gives you some wings. There is no way you can be fully prepared for an interview. Unless perhaps you sit in a wheelchair most of the times and you are friends with some cool, weird dudes. One of them has claws, the other one can send laser beams out of their eye. If you're a common mortal like the rest of us, bro, forget it. So here are some tips that I think helped me along the way. Let's get into it. Knowing what physician associates are and what they do will serve you well. It shows an interest in the profession. I think it's really common courtesy. It's like going on a date and not knowing the name of your date. You don't make good impression. That's actually inaccurate. The type of knowing I'm talking about is more like researching your date on Facebook and Instagram. But to be honest, that's kind of creepy. So I take that one back. You can show your knowledge of the role by highlighting how the physician associate fits into the broader medical team. And this is a key point because it will serve you very well when you are hit with that question, why physician associate and not X? For this question, some tact must be applied. It's akin to someone asking you, between your wife and your mother, who is the best cook? One of them will love you regardless. The other one you are going home with. The ball is in your court. In my experience, I think the best way to answer this question is by showing some appreciation, some knowledge of what this role X is and how they fit into the team, and then you highlight the differences between that said role and the physician associate, emphasizing certain aspects of the physician associate role that you desire that X cannot necessarily give you. You chose this university for a reason. This could be because of a good night's life, past PA cohort experience, or frankly just word of mouth. Have a spiel prepared you can deliver effortlessly. Nobody is about flattery. Better flattery, but don't lay it on too thick. Don't make it too obvious. A super tip is to go on the university website. Under the physician associate course, you will see the buzzwords they use to market the course. Universities are like big business companies. They like marketing. So they use specific buzzwords that they are proud of, that they think sets their course apart from others. Just remix it, recycle it, and spit it back at them. It will be like music to their ears. They will absolutely love it. Back in my younger days when I was yay big, there was this girl in my school I had a crush on. I was 12. Instead of focusing on your books, I had to get attracted to women. This girl was smart. She was an absolute brainiac. I noticed she liked reading Harry Potter. The boy tried to increase the common ground. You know the boy was serious. Prior to then, I absolutely refused to read any book without pictures. I found them disrespectful. So I read a book, not really, a chapter. I tried. But I made a fool out of myself in class. Teacher came to class one day and asked who could give some similes. Sir, I can't, me. So the teacher called me in front of the class, to give us some similes. This was me. Sir, the boy was big as Hagrid, creepy as Snape. The thing was ginger, like Ron Weasley. The teacher looked at me and told my boy, get right here, man. But Shorty smiled though. So I guess it worked. So you've already sold yourself quite well in your personal statement to land yourself this interview. But now it's time to walk the walk. This is the moment you use your personal experiences, your work experiences. In sharing these experiences, I would suggest you be succinct and do not waffle. Make sure you are trying to communicate a certain skill you have, a certain quality you have. It shouldn't just be a story for a story's sake. It has to have a point. Maybe you are showing when you were responsible, compassionate, where you use your listening skills. It has to be succinct and it has to be straight to the point. And I do suggest you use the STAR method. It has to be a situation, task at hand, action you took, and there were results. If you stick with the STAR method, you'll be able to communicate whatever quality you are trying to show the admission tutor. One thing I found useful was to prepare a couple of scenarios. Now, when I say prepare a couple of scenarios, I literally mean write them down. I found it helps you internalize the moment. The experience you are speaking of could have happened, 3 years ago. Things might not be that clear, it might be a bit fuzzy. If you write it down, to help you synthesize it, take away all the fillers, focus on the qualities you are trying to communicate. Once you've written them down, you familiarize yourself with them and you've internalized it, you box them and you put them in a memory castle. I don't know if you guys watch Sherlock Holmes. Put them in a memory castle so that when you need it, you can go straight room 3. Responsibility. I need to show compassion. Go straight basta left, room 6. It helps you, internalizes them, then you can retrieve them on demand. Another scenario you could face is that of a station where your situational judgment is tested. This is the ethics component of the interview. When I was being interviewed, I found it daunting. I was torn between what I would do in that situation myself as OT and what I thought they would want me to do in that situation, which can be very confusing. But my little advice I'll give is just be yourself. Listen, I've tried to stay away from saying be yourself because it sounds cliche, but since the cat is out of the bag, let me say it a couple of times. Be yourself. Just be a decent human being. You are now coming into the profession. You will not know everything. Unless you've been reading some serious books on ethics, you will not know everything. Just be yourself. Be a decent human being. Be a kind and thoughtful person. And I do believe you'll come through with flying colors. Do not put on a performance. This is not an Oscar. You are not trying to get the Golden Globes. That's it, people. I waffled long enough. I hope you found something useful out of this video. This video is by no means a comprehensive guide on how to prepare for a physician associate interview. It's just some tips that helped me along the way that I hope you also find useful. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy OT, and I'm out. Saalute.